1949, titled The MAXXI National Museum of 21st Century Arts by Zaha Hadid. And the 21st, right here, the XXI, referring to the 21st, is certainly plays on the idea that this is a very modern design. And it is not called this whole title. People call it the MAXXI. Oh, and it has two images, an exterior and an interior image. Zaha Hadid is the female Borromini of her time, based on all the curves in her design. So remember the San Carlo al Quattro Fontaine is a very curved design building sitting in the corner here in Rome. And Zaha Hadid has earned this name of the Queen of the Curve, like Borromini, because of her previous designs. I'm just going to show you a few. They're so amazing. Zaha Hadid was born in Iraq, but her architecture business was based out of London. And she designed the Olympic swimming pavilion in London when they hosted the Olympics, and I forget which year. But here is the Guangzhou Opera House in Beijing that she also designed, showing her curving right here architecture. And then this is in South Korea, the Dongdaemun Design Plaza. 2009 is when this one was designed. Wow, so she was it 2009? Maybe it's 2006. She was super busy. She unfortunately died in 2016, age 65 of a heart attack. So she would have designed a lot more. Look at this. Oh my God. The Galaxy Soho building in Beijing. And this is the inside of that. Is that too amazing? I hope those panels are solar panels. All right, but our piece, the MAXXI, its function is that it's a modern art museum. It's in Rome, Italy, right? A city that is really influenced by Caesars and by popes, not influenced by a woman architect. And so this MAXXI is a new trend in Roman architecture, hopefully. The function in her words are that, I'm just going to paraphrase here, that it's like a river. It flows. And look at the proximity here to a river. So it's taking on that essence. And in her mind, she also said that it was like a delta. And you know how a river delta at the end of its journey, a river just divides into, kind of multiple streams. That's what she has here. She calls it major streams like the galleries and minor streams, which are interconnections and bridges, delighting in a peculiar L shape here. And she feels that, well, she also says that it is twisting and turning through existing buildings. So look at this road right here. These end bundles or arms here, they actually exist on top of the buildings that were already there. Let me show you right here. So this is that road I pointed out, and here is the MAXXI. It's an overhang of the MAXXI coming in here, and then in this space right here, another of the arms. And we see here, it just absolutely conforms to the space that it's in, its surroundings. So in addition to mixing into its surroundings, in terms of form, it has other features that you hopefully recognize. Number one, overhangs. And Le Corbusier here, that we looked at as one of our first modern buildings from the international style of art, this MAXXI really mimics that with those overhangs. It also includes columns like Roman buildings that we're familiar with from the classic era. And then in terms of form, it is completely made out of concrete, well, steel reinforcement and glass for the windows. But it's a primarily concrete building like we're used to from the Pantheon, from the Colosseum, aqueducts, anything. And then the Great Mosque of Samarra was an inspiration to Hadid. This mosque is, this is the mosque, and this is the minaret. And she said that she had this minaret and the curved lines of it in mind for this design, and I'm sure many others. So in terms of form on the interior, it's very geometric, right? We have these lines here, the louvers up here from the ceiling. Let me show you this. The ceiling of the MAXXI, the roof, do you see that? It's all of those levers. And so she was very intentional about bringing in all this natural light. And so we see that inside here. That's the ceiling. But it's also a very geometric view inside as well. And it's constantly changing. People say they wander around. I have not yet been here. People say they walk around and they just come across unexpected views. And you can see that here, that it's a people mover, but it's not a people mover in a set direction. You get choices and you can wind up in huge rooms like this, or you can go to smaller rooms. I don't have a picture of a smaller room, but it's just this confluence of lines that intersect, separate, and then they take you to indoor and outdoor spaces. So that is the MAXXI, a very modern design by Zaha Hadid in a very classic city, Rome.